We are taking you into the news right now with the Fox 45 news feed. It's 11 a.m. The former head of a local nonprofit is indicted. Coming up, the calls for transparency on how these organizations are spending your tax dollars. And as the search for a killer continues in Harford County, we are hearing from the family who found a woman's body on a popular hiking trail. Evacuations are underway now on Hawaii's Big Island and Maui as wildfires rage across both islands. The latest on the rescue efforts coming up. Fox 45 News Midday starts now.
Live from WBFF in Baltimore, this is Fox 45 News Midday.
Thanks so much for joining us for Fox 45 News Midday. I'm Shannon Lilly. Developing now, a former CEO of a major nonprofit in Baltimore has been indicted. Reginald Davis is accused of illegally obtaining more than $1 million in COVID relief money. Olivia Dance is following the latest news hitting the nonprofit Strong City, Baltimore.
Well, this is all stemming from the nonprofit's financial problems and Reginald Davis's attempt to fix them. Now, he's still awaiting his next court date, but he was here at the federal courthouse just yesterday, where he pled not guilty to 3 federal charges, 1 wire fraud charge and 2 money laundering charges. Davis served as CEO of Strong City, Baltimore from April 2021 until December 2022 and is still listed as CEO on the nonprofit's website. The indictment alleges Strong City was mismanaging nonprofit clients' money. The indictment outlining how prosecutors say he misused federal COVID relief money that he got through the Paycheck Protection Program, or PPP, misusing almost $1.5 million in federal funds. Prosecutors say Davis devised a scheme to defraud a bank and get a PPP loan, all to cover the shortfalls in Strong City's accounts. Now, Adam Andrzejewski, a government waste watchdog, notes that Strong City is still delinquent with Maryland's charity registration and says the red flags have been raised for years.
So you had all these organizations saying that Strong Cities Baltimore wasn't managing their own money properly. They weren't filing their payroll on a timely basis. They weren't filing their financial statements. And yet we identified $800,000 in city funds and city school funds flowed with a lack of transparency and no accountability to the organization as late as February of 2022.
Davis and his court-appointed attorney didn't speak to us outside this courthouse yesterday, but we reached out to Strong City to find out who is leading the organization now. So far, though, we haven't heard back yet. Reporting in Baltimore, I'm Olivia Dance, Fox 45 News, Midday.
All right, Olivia, thank you. Well, the indictment is raising new questions about the state of affairs for hundreds of other nonprofits. A government waste watchdog says as many as 1 in 4 nonprofits in this city are not in compliance with state law, but millions in tax dollars keep flowing their way.
The city and the schools both pumped in hundreds of thousands of dollars into Strong Cities Baltimore during a period where the organization was out of compliance and quote unquote delinquent and owed hundreds of dollars worth of fines.
Inspector General Isabel Cumming began investigating Strong City Baltimore a year ago after receiving a complaint. She says many nonprofits entrust that fiscal sponsors like Strong City Baltimore are on sound financial ground.
It's such a passion, it's such a vision that the accounting part of it is the difficult part. Having to do all of those type of rules, having to do the reporting, that type of stuff. So many times they encourage people to use fiscal sponsorships.
Cumming insists these fiscal sponsors should be audited annually to ensure they're managing funds like they say they are. And that brings us to our question of the day. Do you think Baltimore City should be required to fully disclose how tax dollars are spent on nonprofits? So far, 97% of people who voted say yes. You can make your voice heard right now at foxbaltimore.com/vote. Fox 45 News will continue to push elected leaders and city agencies for full transparency. Our full reporting on the questions surrounding Baltimore nonprofits is available on our website, and that is foxbaltimore.com. 11:05 now, and new details about the disappearance of Harford County mother Rachel Morin. A body believed to be hers was found Sunday on a popular walking trail in Bel Air. And now we're hearing from the man who says he and his stepdaughter made that discovery.
So basically, it's my passion to bring closure to that family by bringing her back and not having them wonder what happened.
Michael Gabareski is a former National Park search and rescue officer and has extensive experience tracking down missing people. Following reports, 37-year-old Rachel Morin left for a walk and never returned. He and his stepdaughter took off on their own search. He says about an hour after they started looking on the trail, that's when they found a body.
I saw a terrible mess. My daughter said that there was a big rock down there that was all caked in blood.
Well, right now, the Harford County Sheriff has not named a suspect in the case, and no arrests have been made. The sheriff's office is asking anyone who was around the trail this weekend to send in pictures and videos. So far, the sheriff's office has received more than 100 tips. Here's our look at today's top trending stories. Trending number one, the O's take on the Astros this afternoon, but the team's long-term future at Camden Yards is up in the air. The lease expires at the end of this year, and despite optimism, negotiations aren't moving as swiftly as some hoped.
It's sad. This is our home.
Yeah, it's frustration because we need to know where we're going to play baseball next year, and it has to be Oriole Park at Camden Yards.
Well, according to The Athletic, the problem is team owner John Angelos. He wants a lease that includes more than the commitment by the state to unlock $600 million in public funds for ballpark improvements. The team has played in Oriole Park at Camden Yards since 1992. That's when the state built the ballpark. The O's and Governor Wes Moore both say they are committed to renewing this lease. Trending number two, a vacant home goes up in flames, and it happened overnight along Bel Air Road in the Bel Air Edison neighborhood. Firefighters right now are still investigating the cause. Download the FOX45 News app for up-to-the-minute traffic conditions, breaking news, and weather anytime. You can just search WBFF right there in your app store. Still ahead, big changes at one of the nation's largest airports. We all know that you can't take bottles of water through TSA, and if you're flying out of LAX, you also now can't buy bottles of water once you're past security. The reason for this change just ahead. And we've all heard we're supposed to try and take 10,000 steps a day, but does it really need to be that many? Coming up, the new research. New video of the devastation and deadly wildfires in Maui. The latest on the rescue efforts as the death toll climbs.
And we are tracking some showers, even some storms here today, making for a damp and dreary afternoon. Also not as hot with highs close to 80. I'll let you know exactly how long the rain sticks around and what to expect for the weekend in just a couple of minutes on Fox 45 News Midday at 11.
Fox 45 News, winner of 16 2022 Regional Emmy Awards, more than all other Baltimore news stations combined.
Taking a look at your social stream, the death toll from the wildfires burning in Hawaii has jumped to 36. Winds from Hurricane Dora have been partly fueling the fires in Maui. Officials say the National Guard has dropped more than 150,000 gallons of water just to try to suppress the fires.
Right now, the priority is for saving lives, preventing human suffering, and in mitigating great property loss.
Officials say at least 271 structures have been damaged or destroyed because of these fires. Timothy here says it's so heartbreaking to see Maui getting hit hard by these wildfires. Lahaina is one of my favorite little towns, and I'm praying for the safety of all the people and the animals there. And he has this stunning photo of those flames there. Truly terrible. And then another almost apocalyptic like view of this fire here. This person saying the scene in Lahaina, Hawaii this morning is absolutely devastating. The entire town is being destroyed by an intense wildfire, forcing residents to seek shelter in the ocean. Make no mistake, climate change is making scenes like this more frequent. Rent in Manhattan has hit another record high, according to a report from real estate appraiser Miller, Samuel, and Douglas Elliman. Average rent in Manhattan was $5,588 in July. That is wow. Well, that was up 9% over the last year, and it was a new record high. This was the fourth time in 5 months Manhattan rent set a new record for average rent. So this user actually broke it down. Ben here says another way of looking at this is Manhattan's median rent is now roughly equal to the monthly payment on a $750,000 home loan, even with today's elevated interest rates. So that kind of puts it into perspective there. This user says the poor don't have a chance. Well, a lawyer in the lawsuit against singer Lizzo says at least 6 other people may get involved. The lawyer represents 3 of Lizzo's former dancers who said they dealt with a hostile work environment, including harassment and body shaming. Lizzo has said she's hurt by the allegations and that she is not the villain she is being portrayed to be. And of course, a lot of her fans are shocked by this. This user says the recent news with Lizzo is highly disappointing. I sincerely hope the accusations aren't true, but I stand with the victims regardless. Here's another one. This Lizzo lawsuit has solidified that I will never get a tattoo that references a celebrity on their music, book, etc., unless that person is dead and can't screw up horribly. I mean, I can't blame them, though. You never know what's going to happen or what's going to come out. Well, the Women's World Cup is back in action. Spain will take on the Netherlands tonight at 8 p.m. Watch all the action right here on Fox 45. You can catch Fox 45 News at 10 on the CW. Then you can catch Japan versus Sweden also here on Fox 45 at 3:30 a.m. tomorrow morning. Fox 45 Early Edition will air on the CW Baltimore until around 5:30 a.m. Then we're going to be right back here on Fox 45 after the match. Still ahead, should there be a change to breast cancer screening guidelines? Why doctors say tests for older women may not be as helpful as we think. And he's moving forward. He's just doing it backwards. The new record one man is trying to set by riding his bike backwards. It's 11:13. You're watching Fox 45 News Midday. 11:15 now, and we are back with a live look over the Inner Harbor. Rain is on the radar. It looks a little gray out there right now, too. So grab the umbrella if you're heading out. Stick with us. Coming up, we'll check in with meteorologist Amy Aronson to see just how much we'll get. Making headlines, President Biden is in Utah today. It's his last stop of a 3-state visit to the western U.S. The president is there, marking 1 year since the bipartisan expansion of veterans' benefits in the PACT Act. The PACT Act provided funding to improve health care and disability compensation for veterans who were exposed to toxic substances like burn pits. An update now in the special counsel case regarding the mishandling of classified documents. Today, a Mar-a-Lago property manager and Trump's personal aide are set to be arraigned on new charges. Carlos de Oliveira and Walt Nada have been charged with multiple offenses, all tied to the unlawful retention of documents after Trump left office. For his part, Trump submitted a waiver of appearance for Thursday's arraignment. He entered a plea of not guilty. A health alert now, and we have all heard this magic number, 10,000 steps a day as the goal we should all set for ourselves to try to get in. Well, a new study finds as little as 4,000 steps can help reduce your risk of early death. And as little as just 2,300 steps a day reduces your risk of dying from cardiovascular disease. Still, it's true, the more you walk, the greater the health benefits. Coming up tonight at 4, the search for the person responsible for murdering a mother of 5 in Harford County continues. We press investigators about that ongoing investigation. Mayor Brandon Scott speaking out on the juvenile justice laws currently in place, what he says he wants to see change. Plus, more controversy surrounding the Safe Streets program, the new details we are discovering about one of the workers. All right, trending now. A man riding his bike around Alaska is gaining notoriety because he likes to ride backwards. Well, it may seem weird, but Will Walker says it's actually easier and good for quad muscles. Walker first started riding bicycles this way 10 years ago. Now he just finished a 500-mile bike race across the state of Iowa. He was with 30,000 other riders, but he was the only one to do it looking over his shoulder. Walker recorded his journey, which could be a world record. Lady T with Be More Lifestyle is here now. Hey, you know, it's just the fact that he says this is easier. I'm shocked. I cannot see how it would be easier.
Right. I don't know if you know this about me, but I actually am not a cyclist. But I am not.
Oh, man, you got me there.
You were this close to thinking it was me.
But I really was.
My dad is actually an award-winning cyclist, so I have to go home now and ask him now if he was like. Shout out to my dad. He was a cyclist back home in Guyana, South America. So shout out to him and my godfather Brent. But honestly, they make it look so easy. I feel like it's kind of crazy. You can do a lot of things backwards, but who would think to cycle backwards?
Your bike,
I would love to see him do it on one wheel. Do it backwards, but on one wheel, homie. Okay?
You're not impressed. You're not impressed by the backwards.
Yeah, I'm not impressed. Step it up, homie. Okay.
So is this something your dad can actually do, or?
So I don't know. I'm gonna go home and ask him because you know with their, I feel like it was years ago, and you know it's been a while since he cycled. But I definitely want to see if he can test it out. I'm gonna challenge him as soon as we go home. And be like, look, I'm gonna give you some milk, and I'm gonna give you this cycle, and you're gonna get to it, pops. Okay?
And you've got to do it with him.
And I'll record it. I got you, Sandy. Don't worry.
There you go. All right. Thanks, Lady T.
Thanks.
Well, right now, evacuations are underway on Hawaii's Big Island in Maui as wildfires rage across both islands. For a closer look at the devastation, let's go over to meteorologist Amy Aronson. We're seeing just some stunning images, Amy.
Yeah, the images are incredible, and what's such a beautiful area, so it's tough to look at this, but I want to start off with this video here where the Coast Guard's actually responding now in response to this because this is home to 12,000 people. This is in West Maui here. As you can see, still a very serious situation with an ongoing fire there. Here's a look at what's happening over the water. It kind of looks like a war movie, so praying for everybody there. And then last but not least, we are looking at this image from above showing the active wildfires that are still happening, actually 3 happening, plus the winds not helping the situation there. They could sure use what we're dealing with today, and that's a little bit of rain. So it's cloudy, damp, and dreary with some showers moving through. We've actually got some rain pushing into Baltimore County as we speak. So see that pocket of yellow-orange showing up on the radar? That's some moderate rain now developing in Towson up through Cockeysville. Scattered showers elsewhere and a cloudy day, keeping it cooler too. We can see the clouds over the Inner Harbor, the rain just north of there, so not raining at the moment there. We've got cloudy skies, temperatures in the upper 70s. Low 80s is where we're headed today with some more rain likely this afternoon and this evening. We are drier and sunny again tomorrow, and then we're hot and dry as we head into the weekend. So it's going to feel like August this weekend. Here's that weather maker we're dealing with today, though. Lots of showers and unsettled conditions, not only locally, but across the south, too. We've got some batches of showers working our direction. Nothing severe today, at least. It's just going to be damp and dreary as we head through the remainder of the day. And cloudy and not as hot, so we'll spend today in the low 80s as some showers push through this evening, too. Looks like things will quiet down and dry out tonight, and that's going to lead us into a much drier day tomorrow. But as we dry out, temperatures are going to heat up, so good for pool time this weekend. We've got temperatures in the upper 80s on Friday, low 90s both Saturday and Sunday. And you can also see all this in your 10-day forecast. Showers likely today, but then we're looking at a dry stretch through the weekend before more afternoon storms arrive next Monday. Shannon?
Amy, thanks. 11:22 now, and we've got a backpack giveaway to tell you about. Baltimore City students who are experiencing homelessness can pick up a free backpack filled with supplies this afternoon. WellPoints is partnering with Weekend Backpacks for the giveaway. It's all happening today from 1 to 3 in Pikesville. And Fox 45 News is your back-to-school headquarters. We are compiling all of the things busy parents need to know to prepare for a great school year. Just click on that QR code there on your screen to check out all of the stories we've posted so far. Still ahead, changes are coming to your iPhone's home screen. And Target is adding new features for customers who use their drive-up pickup service. The changes customers will soon see. That's just ahead. All right, don't miss this. Target is adding new perks to its drive-up pickup feature. After testing a new feature that allowed customers to add Starbucks drinks to their order, the chain is now rolling out the feature nationwide. So that means you can add a Starbucks item to a drive-up order and have it delivered right to your car for free. By October, Target expects to have it launch at all stores that have Starbucks and drive-up service. I like that. Changes are coming for iPhone users, and it may take your thumb a while to adjust. Apple says its new updates include the moving of the end call button to the bottom right of the screen. It's currently at the bottom middle of the phone, right above the mute button. Something else new, the live voicemail feature that can transcribe a message from a caller in real time. It is time now for your lunch break. A fan festival for a Baltimore icon is back. For fans of Mr., Professor, Captain, and Gwenda, the Good Wheel of the West, Trash Wheel Fan Fest is coming back to the Peabody Heights Brewery. The event is next month, September 23rd. Tickets are on sale right now. That's all the time we have for Fox 45 News Midday. Be More Lifestyle is up next, and Lady T is back to tell us what they're working on. Hey, Lady T.
Hey, Shannon. Is it ever okay to ask? A woman on TikTok is going viral after revealing how her yoga teacher asked her how far along she was when she wasn't really pregnant. We'll talk about that and more up next on Be More Lifestyle. Stay tuned, you guys.
You're watching Fox 45 in Baltimore. Now live from TV Hill, this is Be More Lifestyle.
Hey, what's up, up, Baltimore? It's me, Lady T, and this is Be More Lifestyle live from Studio A at Fox Baltimore. All right, so I have digital creator Brian K. Oliver here with us, along with DJ Quicksilver and meteorologist Amy Aronson, and my favorite baby that's in there. Hey, guys, let me tell you right now. Okay, so a woman on TikTok is going viral, reminding people not all bodies look alike, y'all. The young woman sharing in a video how a yoga teacher asked her how far along she was. The only problem is that Sarah wasn't even pregnant. So Sarah says she's using it as a teachable moment, telling the coach and everybody else that everybody's bodies look different, okay? Now, I gotta go to our in-house prego expert first, okay? Now, you're actually pregnant.
Pregnant,
Would you be mad if somebody came up to you and was like, you know, like, so how far along are you? And you already had the baby.
I mean, yeah, that's my
so
biggest fear.
rude.
I mean, it's interesting. You learn so much when you're pregnant, and before I announced it, so many people would message me and ask.
Oh,
and
they
like,
knew.
You never ask. You just never ask.
You don't ask. It's
my
rude.
mom's pregnant now, and still don't ask. Like, you know, like, it's obvious.
Yes.
You know, but
she said,
it's
don't say nothing. Just let me be. Let me grow how I need to grow. Don't say anything. Brian, what are your thoughts?
Nah, I know.
Is it
I
rude?
learned not to ask a long time ago.
That's right.
See?
You know, you learned your lesson.
Don't ask any questions.
That's right. Don't ask no questions. And you won't get the wrong answer. Quicksilver, he's had 2 children. Listen, I know you ain't telling Ashley. How far along are you? Talk to me quick.
You never ask a woman her age, and you never ask a woman if she's pregnant. Ever. Those are 2 things you never ask.
That's right. It's straight facts. This is like a historic lesson here. I feel like we've learned today. We learned a lot today, you guys. All right. Now we want you all to tell it. Is it okay to ask a person if they're pregnant? Vote now at our website, foxbaltimore.com/vote. When you get to the website, make sure you click on the lifestyle tab. You can also vote on our FOX45 News app. At the end of the show, we're going to see what everybody thinks. Okay? All right. Up next, time to brush up on your gaming skills. So Mattel is hiring. They're looking for a chief Uno player, and you can make a whopping, $277 an hour. The company wants someone to test this new Uno Quattro game and offer feedback. Here's my feedback. Listen, y'all keep giving us new rules every single time. I feel like this is so weird. Okay, and speaking of games, guess what? Apparently we've all been playing Monopoly wrong and just didn't know it. It turns out you don't have to buy every property you land on. I didn't know that was a rule. Okay, so what do you guys think about this? Because I feel like I've lost many friends and family members by playing both of these games, okay? A table has been flipped over multiple times playing these games. Ryan, what are your thoughts?
For real.
Did you know about this?
I didn't know about the new Monopoly rule, but
They
I did
have
see
rules.
something about Uno, but I didn't know they were paying people.
I didn't know they were paying for people. I feel like, I would fight with a family member for this job. I feel like I would do it. Amy, what about you?
Yeah, I mean, extra money just to play a game sounds like a good deal.
It does sound like fun. Uno out. DJ Quicksilver, what do you think? Are you playing this? You want to be hired for this? You already got too many jobs. Quick.
But give me another one. I play Uno for a living, and I do believe in pile-up. So I know they did something where they said you can't do pile-up. I don't agree with it. I think that's a
I hate when people say don't do pile-ups, no stacking, no black on black. Throw it all down.
Throw it all down.
I'm gonna throw it all down on you. You just don't want to pick up. You just don't want to pick up, and that's what it is. And I hate people like that. Okay, all right. I'm already getting hyped up and angry just thinking about the game.
I don't want to play you.
No, I want to play Amy. I'm playing. Oh, we're gonna do a Uno. I'm on Quick's team. Okay. The money man. All right. Up next, we all know that you can't take bottles of water through TSA because they will throw it away. And if you're flying out of LAX, you also can't buy bottles of water once you're past security. What? So it's part of a new zero waste initiative. The airport has banned the sale of single-use plastic bottles. That applies to bottles of water and soft drinks. Instead, the drinks are available in cups and cans, y'all. There are also added water fountains and reusable bottle stations throughout the airport. But why does everything at the airport cost so much money, though? I think that's why they want us to buy it there, because it costs more money. And the king of being flued everywhere, Quicksilver, what are your thoughts on this, darling?
First, I'm not fluent in the way I fly myself places. Let me get that straight. But I agree. I think everything's a business, that they want everything to be in-house so they can make all the money. So they make a rule in place where you can't bring something now if you're thirsty and you're forced to spend that extra money. It's like going to the movies and spending $50 for popcorn. I just don't agree.
It is. That's exactly what it is. Now, you are the travel king over here beyond Be
I
More.
do a little bit of something. You know,
What are your thoughts? They're trying to charge you a bunch for water bottle, homie.
It drives me crazy. But that's one of the things that I try to take when I travel, but I always end up forgetting it. And then I'm in the airport, and I'm like, wait a minute, this little bottle of water is $8.
Yes! Why is it $8? And it's not even the good water. Amy, what are your thoughts?
I recently flew through LAX, and I was so confused why I couldn't find a water bottle anywhere, and I had to buy a can. But what I typically do is I do bring a reusable one.
Okay.
Keep it empty and then fill it up because they do have the good water stations throughout the airport.
I gotta step my game up, Amy. I didn't know about the reusable bottle. Okay.
Gotta do that.
Okay, so reusable bottle. Got it. Okay, check on my next checklist. Thank you guys for joining me today. Thank you guys. All right. Still ahead, getaway this summer without leaving Maryland. Coming up, we'll show you an all-inclusive resort that's just a short drive away. But first, it's the Hollywood skincare treatment that A-listers love. And now you can get it at a fraction of the cost. We'll share how coming up. Stay tuned.
You're watching Be More Lifestyle.
One of the most popular products ever featured on America's Steals and Deals is back. Julie Moran is here to share more about the innovative skincare product that is loved by men and women.
The following segment is sponsored by Naki.
Ladies, let's all admit it. What do we want? Beautiful, radiant skin. But sometimes going to the dermatologist or a facialist can be very expensive. I've got something for you. 5 minutes a day to great skin. It's called Solar Wave. You just flip it on and it's amazing. This red light therapy, that's all the rage right now. And this is what I do. I come home after a stressful day and I just sit and watch TV. I actually want to do it for more than 5 minutes. Now, skin treatments, they can be painful too. This is not. This just saves you money because you're getting this inexpensive red light therapy at home, and it's clinically proven. There are 4 non-invasive, I love it around the eyes too, skin boosting technologies. Microcurrent, you see that, light therapy, facial massage, and therapeutic warmth. It feels so good. It smooths fine lines, decreases, which we all have, puffiness right here, and blemishes. It takes care of those too. So I want you to know that 97% of people that reported their skin looked healthier and more hydrated after using Solar Wave for 14 days. And you're going to have to jump on this because this sells out. So head to asadeals.com for this exclusive offer.
This Be More Lifestyle segment is sponsored by Hyatt Regency Chesapeake Bay Golf Resort Spa and Marina.
No matter what the season, Hyatt Regency Chesapeake Bay offers a unique and convenient getaway for Baltimoreans. Here to tell us more is Brianna Guzman. What's going on, Brianna? How you doing?
Hello. Thank you so much for having us.
Great. So where is Hyatt Regency Chesapeake Bay located?
So Hyatt Regency Chesapeake Bay is located on 342 acres along Maryland's eastern shore in Cambridge, Maryland. Our resort offers access to our very own private beach and several water activities available throughout the summer, including boat rentals and kayak excursions.
Why is Hyatt Regency Chesapeake Bay an ideal destination for a getaway for Baltimore residents?
Our resort is located about a 2-hour drive from the Baltimore area, providing a quick and easy road trip getaway. Once travelers are on site, they can really immerse themselves in the award-winning experience that we offer, and it feels worlds away from the hustle and bustle of everyday life.
Now, is it too late to book a summer getaway to the resort?
Absolutely not. It's actually the perfect time to visit the resort. Guests can beat the summer heat by lounging on our private beach, or they can explore the water by boat or by kayak. We also feature multiple outdoor pools that overlook the beautiful resort destination.
And what are some of the other activities guests can participate in while they're on site there?
Hyatt Regency Chesapeake Bay is also home to the award-winning River Marsh Golf Club, which was recently named among the top courses to play in 2023 by Golf Week. The golf course also recently debuted The Cove, which is a new golf simulator experience that offers year-round golf and features courses from around the world.
I love it. So what about the fall travel? Will the resort offer special activities for the fall?
Yes, now is the perfect time to plan your fall getaway as well. The resort will feature a variety of fun family activities throughout the season, including festive hay rides that will go around the property and allow you to really take in the fall foliage. We're also located near multiple pumpkin patches that are just a short drive away, and we will also be providing delicious fall-themed cocktails at our Missioner's Library. As the cooler weather sets in, guests can really enjoy our indoor heated pool, which is our Winter Garden atrium, which also features nightly dive-in movies.
Sounds like a great time. Now, where can we get more information?
So to book your fall getaway, you can visit our website at HyattRegencyChesapeakeBay.com. Starting August 1st, we will also be launching our fall getaway offer. It's called Fall on Sale, and guests can use offer code FALL, F-A-L-L, or just visit the offers page and look for the Fall on Sale offer.
Brianna, thanks so much for this great information, okay?
Thank you so much for having us.
All right, still ahead, Taylor Swift is surprising fans again with another album release. We have that and more coming up. And actor Billy Porter is revealing the impact of the writer's strike and what it's having on Hollywood, the drastic steps that he's taking to stay afloat financially. Up next on Spilling the Tea, y'all. Hello, fellow tea sippers. It is time to spill the tea this Thursday. All right, let's start with Tory Lanez. So Tory Lanez was sentenced to 10 years in prison. He was convicted for shooting rapper Megan Thee Stallion. Tory's lawyer said the rapper is being punished because of his celebrity status. I don't know about that, but he called the sentencing incredibly harsh and extreme. He also said Tory is feeling down and turning to God for strength. Megan was not in court for the sentencing. She said she couldn't bring herself to be in the same room as him. Many people are questioning whether it was too harsh of a sentence. DJ Quicksilver is back with us now to spill the tea. Quicksilver, Tory Lanez is switching lanes and headed to jail now. Was this too light or harsh of a sentence? What do you think?
What I will say is that I think that the problem with Tory is that he never showed any remorse. And he tried to make it seem like, Megan was lying. And, I think if he'd have came out from day one and admitted, we were drunk,
if he had a different tone to it, I think people would have been a little bit more on his side. I totally agree. All right, up next, you guys, the SAG-AFTRA strike is really taking a toll on actors and writers. Actor Billy Porter said that he has to sell his home due to the ongoing strike, and he's living check to check. Now, many actors are not sure when they'll be able to return to work. Billy Porter says he made the difficult decision to be able to stay afloat financially. He was supposed to be in a new movie and television show in September, but now he says none of that's happening, y'all. So quick, this is going to be a historical strike. Now, I saw some of the actors' checks on social media. It was the 20-cent pay stub for me. I could not take it. What are your thoughts on the whole strike?
It's sad because people are on strike just trying to get equal rights and equal pay. And the fact that we're still fighting this in 2023, even on a celebrity level, is ridiculous.
It's crazy. It's crazy to see what they're making. And I see, listen, they got to come together. Something's got to happen. I can't wait to see what develops with this strike. So, yeah, prayers up for them. That's a lot. Okay, up next, I am a Taylor Swift fan. So, ladies, gentlemen, Taylor Swift said, hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought she was finished. She announced the re-release of her 1989 album this week. During her concert at Sophie Stadium, Tay Swift says, it's on the way, y'all. Just be patient. It's the next Taylor's version re-recording that she's releasing. The album was originally released in 2014. Taylor is re-recording and releasing her first 6 albums in an attempt to fully own her own music. Now, after her masters were sold to Scooter Braun, things got a little dicey. The album drops October 27. Now, quick, people have already pre-ordered their album. People in our newsroom. Do you get a lot of Tay Swift song requests? I know you always out there DJing. What's going on? Do you get a lot of Tay Swift requests?
I'm gonna be absolutely honest, absolutely not. Like in the words of Jay, I'm gonna let you finish. Taylor Swift with Beyonce still had the biggest concert of all year.
I cannot. Oh my gosh, you did it. You Kanye'd us. Oh goodness. Okay. All right, quick. Where are you gonna be this week? You have another event, right?
We have a big charity event, a back-to-school event in the Brooklyn community where that mass shooting happened. I put all the information on my Instagram at DJ Quicksilver, but definitely come out and support this weekend.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Quick. And that's it for the tea for today. Now, y'all know what to do at home. Y'all got to go sip on all that tea. Now over to Amy with the best weather in America.
Yeah, check out this sunrise. Beautiful start to the day in Key West, but it is hot there. So they've got a lot of summer heat happening right now. If we take a look at this actually sunset from another hot day. Tough to tell there because both so pretty with the reds and oranges and yellows. Here's a look at what their overnight low was. All-time warm low record at 88 degrees. The prior record was actually 87 degrees. So that's a pretty toasty night for them. For us, we're actually taking a little break from the heat currently, and that's because we've got some showers pushing through. We're currently tracking a batch of showers pushing through Maryland right now. So here's a look at the radar. They're currently moving through Harford County, so we've got a pocket of heavier rain heading towards Bel Air. Everybody else just dealing with some scattered showers at the moment. And this is just the start of what's going to be a cloudy, damp, and dreary day. We can see the clouds over the inner harbor right now. We're at 77 degrees, low 80s where we're headed today with showers, even an isolated storm likely. It's going to be drier and sunny come tomorrow, and then a very hot and humid weekend ahead of us, but staying dry. So we're getting the rain out of our system right now. We've got this weather maker stretched out from the south all the way up into the mid-Atlantic, and that's what's pushing some showers through our area. We've got some scattered showers coming with the rest of the day, along with more clouds than sunshine. So a pretty damp and dreary day out there. Not a washout, though. There will be some dry periods. For example, this evening doesn't look that bad, and high temperatures in the low to mid-80s at that point, so not as hot either. We should see some clearing overnight tonight, and that's going to lead us into a drier day tomorrow. Perfect for pool time. So we are looking at a typical August weekend ahead of us. Drier conditions starting tomorrow with highs heating back into the upper 80s, and then the 90s are back this weekend. No real rain chances this weekend. We're actually looking at a hot weekend ahead of us with a mix of sun and clouds both days. And it looks like the heat will stick around. We're close to 90 on Monday with another round of afternoon storms. After that, a pretty quiet week will follow with highs in the upper 80s and low 90s. Back to you.
This Be More Lifestyle segment is sponsored by Wells Fargo.
All right, you guys, home ownership is central to building wealth, but has been out of reach for many minority families due to systemic inequalities in housing and finance. Rulon Washington, Vice President of Mortgage Sustainability for Wells Fargo, joins us now to discuss the barriers to home ownership and what's being done to help bridge the gap. Hey, welcome to the show today.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Okay, so tell me, what are the key barriers to achieving home ownership?
Great question. So I'd like to bring to light 3 barriers that have really deterred families from home ownership. I point to credit, and not just the credit score, but also the lack of credit history. Sometimes there are even misconceptions about what a high credit score is. So a family could qualify for a mortgage, but they believe that their credit score isn't high enough. Another barrier is the lack of understanding and the lack of information to help a family take that best decision for their home ownership journey. Many families, especially in the Black and brown community, may be going on this journey for the first time. So there's a fear built into the lack of information, which may cause someone who is ready to think twice about getting into home ownership. And finally, down payment is the biggest barrier for home ownership for many families.
Oh, wow. Okay, now can you talk to us a little bit about what's being done to help bridge the gap?
Yeah, so we're excited to announce the launch of our new Homebuyer Access Grant, which will provide $10,000 that can be applied toward the down payment for eligible families who live in or are purchasing homes in certain underserved communities in 8 metropolitan areas. Wells Fargo, we're broadly focused on strengthening minority communities by advancing racial equity in home ownership, so supporting home purchase activity by offering down payment assistance to those buying homes in historically underserved neighborhoods, and to those who currently live in those neighborhoods is a great way to help achieve the goal to increase home ownership among minority families.
Wow. Okay. You know, we love money here in Baltimore, so that's perfect. So who is eligible to receive the Homebuyer Access Grant?
So great question. So the Homebuyer Access Grant is developed under a special purpose credit program. It's available for home buyers who live in or are purchasing homes in 8 metropolitan areas. So Baltimore, Atlanta, Charlotte, Dallas, Minneapolis, New York City, Philadelphia, and Washington, D.C. The Homebuyer Access Grant is available to any qualified buyer who is purchasing a home in an eligible neighborhood and any borrower who is currently living in that neighborhood. But the Homebuyer Access Grant will be available to home buyers who have a combined 120% or less of their area median income where the subject property is located. But keep in mind, these grant funds can only be used for the Wells Fargo rate, fixed rate, conventional mortgage, and that property must be the borrower's primary residence.
Okay, now this sounds like a good deal. Where can we go for more information?
So if you'd like to learn more information about the grant, or if you're interested in learning more about the eligibility requirements for the program, please visit our website at wellsfargo.com/homegrant, or you can call 866-327-6414.
Perfect. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
All right, till next time. And coming up, is it okay to ask? The lesson one woman is trying to teach after being mistakenly asked if she was pregnant. All right, you guys, a woman on TikTok is going viral, reminding people not all bodies look alike. The young woman posted a video sharing how a yoga teacher asked her how far along she was. The only problem, Sarah wasn't even pregnant. She says the teacher was immediately apologetic and a little bit embarrassed, but Sarah says that she's using it as a teachable moment, telling the coach everyone's body looks different and that's okay. And we wanted you all to tell it, is it ever okay to ask anybody if they're pregnant? Right now, most of you were saying sometimes. Wait, what? Oh, nah. I don't agree with that. Okay, and we've got a great show lined up for tomorrow. The weekend is almost here, y'all. And if you've ever wanted to have a 3-day weekend, one HR professional is sharing tips to convincing your boss. Coming up, this #1 tip for getting Fridays off.
Find out how to have your business featured on Be More Lifestyle. Email us at